All right, so welcome back to the YouTube channel Naijapitchside, and today we want to talk about the Nigerian Football Professional League, and our discussion will be centered on management, structures, age of the players, poor facility, and so many more. And today I get a very big audience for the football content creation space. If you don't know this man, you clearly don't know person. Now with me in the studio is 𝗣𝗢𝗢𝗥 of my put of you. I will make a just with them. Welcome, my brother. Thank you for honoring the invite. I really appreciate it. So today we want to just talk about Nigerian Professional Football League and waiting they happen. How you see them, how they happen. I don't want to make you hold any bar or talk them small. Hit them hard, hit the nail hard on the head. So my first question will be, what do you think is the problem with the Nigerian Professional Football League right now?
There are a lot of problems in the Nigerian Professional League. There are a lot of, both from structures, management, players, even players are one of also the problems in the Nigerian Premier League. The Nigerian Premier League as a whole. See, in Nigerian Premier League, you don't just say, what is the problem? What are the problems? Because the problem in Nigerian Premier League is much. Okay, let's talk about management and the players' welfare. You cannot comparing Nigeria, because what I'm doing today is to compare Nigeria with our counterparts like South Africa. Yes. Am I even going to say that Zambia is our counterpart? But they have really shown me that they are counterpart coming here to win Rivers United. Power Dynamo coming here to win Rivers United. That means they are our counterpart, you know. Comparing Nigeria with other their counterparts, you see that Nigerian league has a lot of problems. In players' welfare, I think the best, the highest earning player in Nigeria is not over $1.5 million, which you cannot use to compare their counterparts in Africa, not even talk of Europe. You understand? So the poor management. Then before yesterday, I came across a video one guy made about Rivers United facility, their toilets and their toilets and everything. You can see that. Videoing that for a player, like for an ex-player like that, to video their toilets and everything shows you the depth of their lack of management. You understand? Shows you the lack of their management. In terms of the coaches they sign, everything. Nigerian league has a lot to go through. Nigeria. Oh,
let's talk about this Rivers United you pointed as a case study. This is a team that qualified for the CAF Champions League, and say any Nigerian team or any team at all will qualify for CAF Champions League, it will come with bonus, incentive. So if they know if structure those bonus well enough to even get a good rest room for their players, how do you think they manage these resources when it comes to the club?
These resources clearly is being mismanaged. This resource is clearly, because if they cannot renovate something as simple as toilet and bathroom, so where is the money going to? That's what you ask yourself. Where is this funds going to? Because we are clearly not seeing it in the player's salary. Because if this money is not going to the player's salary, it's not going to a simple renovation like a toilet and bathroom, that means it's being mismanaged. Seriously, it's being mismanaged.
You mentioned something about players' welfare. Now, you think, say, that player welfare part, is they only down to the club? Or most players, they're responsible enough to plan for their future after football? Because I feel like no matter how little or how less you are being paid, if you are not good with your finances or plan for your retirement, you always have issues after retirement.
It's sure that if you don't plan for your finance, if you don't plan for your retirement and you are not good with your finances, no matter any amount you earn, you will stay for. But also, come to think of it, how much do they earn? To compare with the inflation in Nigeria, the economy of Nigeria to compare. If a player in Nigeria earns, if an average NPFL player earns like 500,000 naira in a month, someone that has gotten married, someone that has kids, you understand? You see that this thing, you can't save up much. You can't save up much. Even throughout your whole career, you can't save up much. So this is also the problem. This is one of the problems. That's why most of our talents are running away from Nigeria.
All right. So talking about salary structure and payments, there's a video that came out recently where a former Rivers United player, I've forgotten his name at the moment, I think 𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗟 something, said he was receiving as much as $7,000 in the Tanzanian league. You won't tell me say that league generates more revenue than the Nigerian Premier League at the moment? Or is it that for years they don't even care about the players? It's just, you know, the club, the management, profits and upon profit upon profit.
In terms of generating money, I can say Tanzanian League and Zambian League, I've watched them in Super Sports. Yeah. It's hard for you to do. They people have TV rights. TV rights brings a lot of money to the clubs right now. But if you watch Nigerian leagues, we hardly see Nigerian League being televised in national TVs. So, in terms of generating money, I don't see anywhere Nigerian League is generating money. You understand? Yeah. But the only place they can generate millions is based on maybe they go to CAF.
Wow.
You know?
How many?
Yeah, that's what you ask. How many Nigerian clubs are going to this CAF competition?
So what then should be put in place? What structure should be put in place for this club to not generate enough money to not only pay their players well, but also run the club as a sporting or a football club?
This now runs down to NFL. For Nigerian league to grow, NFF has a lot of work to do in terms of structure, in terms of bringing investors, in terms of setting the league to standard. These are the things that, in terms of televising the league, you have to look for investors, project these clubs. You understand? Project these clubs, structure it from the see. Nigerian league to grow now is not a 2 year something. For Nigerian league to grow again, it's a long-term project. You understand? It's a long-term project. If anybody tells you that if I become the NFL president, I'm going to change Nigerian league in 2 years, that's a blatant lie. Nigerian league needs a lot of structure, a lot of underground work for them to be great again.
Okay, so this one now, what I want to talk about, I don't think it is only down to the club, but it's also down to grassroots football. Age in Nigerian league at the moment. You know, you talked about 𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗟 playing Rivers United and even winning them. They won them at home. Now, if you watch that match very well, or if you watch the whole of Rivers United CAF group stage games, you go know say age play very strong factors in their losses. Because if you get to a point in the game where these guys can no longer run, they are unusually tired for a footballer that trains so hard. How do we make things better? When you did 23, you're supposed to 23. When you did 25,
it's unfortunate that Nigeria don't even have any database to concerning players. They don't even have database from the hospital or anything. That's why people manipulate their age. If you look at, funny enough, if you look at the Rivers United players, they are 25 below in their age. If you go and check their age, Sherry is 23. Sherry is 23. Mbama is 22 years. You understand? So I'm not going to say they lie. Yeah. You understand? Because what they showed me there, I'm talking only based on fact. But if you come to think of it, these guys, let me not just bring sentiment into it, but Nigeria NPFL need to be serious about database concerning age. They need to be serious because this is one of the things that is affecting our football. You can't cheat age. That's the problem. You can't cheat age. No matter how you lie about your age, you can't cheat it. It will show on the pitch. Yeah. It will show a 25-year-old boy and a 32-year-old man can never possess the same strength. Never in football. Never. So that's one of the things that is showing that's bringing our football down.
So if the age factor is really affecting our football, it's showing on the international stage and all of that, how then do we now make our grassroots football better? You know, I can tell you of series of Nigerian Premier League clubs that I don't know of their under 23, their under 19, their under 17 and all of that. I can tell you of Rangers, Enugu Rangers.
Kudos to Rangers, they are trying.
Because I think their chairman, I've forgotten his name, but he's really doing so well. Because they don't
kudos to 𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗟 in Heartland, they have under very well. Their under are doing good.
Stars.
Yeah.
But how many Nigerian league teams can you tell at the moment? Even the ones in NLL, that you can tell that these guys get a youth structure where players, they obviously move from the 17, 14, 17, 19, 23 down to the first team. If you don't have such structures, then how can you then beat the age factor that can allow you to compete in the global stage?
This thing still shows the problem in Nigerian league. That's why when I talk about structure, structure is not just maybe you put this thing in place, So that's why I say this is a long-term project, because you have to have academies, under 19, under 23, like in order to group players that has known this team, that has known the philosophy of this team to play. That's why Barcelona, in terms of Barcelona Academy, you know, whenever they bring out a player to play in the first team, it will be as if the player has played there for long, because he has known the philosophy of this team. You understand? So academy under is one of the things Nigeria need to focus on, and with it you will combat the line of the age, because a boy you train from his young age to his senior team, you know everything about him, you have data about him. You understand? So this is one of the things that if Nigeria put it in place, we can curtail the age line stuff that is happening in the Nigerian Premier League.
So what do you think of the role of private investors coming into the league to invest? How do you think it will make this league better? Because we've seen the like of 𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗟 before, now sponsoring the league, but you can't tell me that the league was better then than now. Probably it might be. It might be. Not only in terms of salary, it might be in terms of cups winning, because before Enyimba has won a Champions League, it might be the back-to-back, and they are the last club in Nigeria to ever to come to semi-final, even not talk of even winning it. So private investors can come into Nigerian Professional Football League. They are in NNL. Betway is in NNL. So Nigeria, it all boils down to NFF. Show these investors what they are to gain. Show them that you are going to televise their brand across the world. You understand? This is a mutual contract. This is a mutual. They have mutual benefits. They will have mutual benefits. You showcase these brands all over the world through the TV rights and all these TV stations to showcase it. And from there, these people will have inflow of customers or inflow of clients for their services, and they'll be very happy. You understand? To sponsor these things, to sponsor Nigeria Premier League. You understand that kind of thing? Yeah. So private investors can come in if we show them what they will benefit, what they stand to gain. You understand? Very well, very well. So now let's talk about the league table, the first position and the second position. That's Enugu Rangers. As it stands now, Enugu Rangers is leading the Premier League table by, I think, 1 point ahead of Rivers United. 2 points ahead of Rivers United. Before now, Rivers was topping this table with, like, let's say 4 or 5 points with games in hand. Now, this is why I talked about the age issue, because for football, you get where you go play rich. You know go fit run. Sure. If you don't play ball, you can't cheat. Your lungs no go fit carry again. Now, do you think that has affected these two teams in terms of how they've structured their team? Because you can tell in recent times that Enugu Rangers don't bring in young players. A lot of young players. And see how it's affecting them. They are slowly progressing. You can see the impact it is making, even in their youth system. So do you want to say now, or I'm putting it to you now, to say, do you think the age factor has affected Rangers United a whole lot, that is making them drop points both home, away, and the league that we all thought Rivers don't win? To me, they want to go to Rangers. To me, Rivers have bottled this league. Rangers is going to win this league. See, in terms of age, I've said it again. Rivers, most of the Rivers boys, most of the Rivers players they lied about their age. You understand? But when you come to the profile and everything, they are 22 years, 23 years. Yeah. You understand? So that has really affected them, because I watched their game against Nasarawa. Their defense was nothing to write home about. Everybody was just standing. You understand? To show that these people have gassed out. They have really gassed out. And I do normally get annoyed if I hear someone say that CAF is also the problem, Rivers United's problem. How is CAF participating in CAF? It's a cup competition. It's a competition. How is that? How is it a problem? Yes, are competing in 4 competitions: Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Money. You understand? What I can say that CAF did to Rivers is to CAF strip them of the fear factor. You understand?
CAF really stripped them of that fear factor that they had to lose like 3 games in the CAF. So that fear factor, the CAF really stripped them of that fear factor. So when they now come to the Nigerian Premier League, nobody is afraid of Rivers again.
We can actually do them what
these people did to them. You understand? So that's why they have gone as in this is a 4 losing streak now.
Yes,
4 losing streak. And away.
So bad for a team.
So bad for a team like Rivers.
Why I'm saying it's so bad for a team that wants to win the league and also represent in the CAF Champions League again.
So you can see, that's why I like Rangers. I'll kudos to Rangers, their management and everything. Rangers has been consistent. They have brought in the young boys. They are, in terms of welfare, I can really say that the Rangers is trying. Because I've seen their unders, I've seen their players, all their players are doing well. You understand? So kudos to Rangers management. They have really done good. They have really done a good job. And as I can say it now, I'm really saying it here now. Rivers United has bottled this league.
Very well.
They have really bottled this league.
Very well.
Rangers, for me, I'm going for Rangers. Rangers is going to win this league.
A very important question that is so important that we cannot undermine it, but talk about it, is how can we bring the fans back to the stadiums? Yes, I can tell you that for a fact, few games, home games, we are seeing fans come to the stadium, but not as we want. How can we bring these fans back to the stadium to enjoy and support their home-based teams?
Good. There was a video I made about that stuff, telling about Aqua game, saying that people should come out and support this team because football cannot work without fans. That's just the fact.
Obviously.
So for me now to bring the fans back to the stadium, you have to give them, you have to show them, you have to give them a reason. The trust, they have to have that trust back again. Give them incentives like maybe the first 50 people that comes to the stadium will get a free jersey. There are a lot of incentives to give them in order to bring them back to the stadium. And once they come there and see you people win 1, 2, 3, feel the atmosphere. Yeah. You don't need to call them back. They will anticipate the games. You know, they will be the ones to come back. You know that kudos to Fonodor and Aqua United for maybe sharing the jerseys, sharing the bars, sharing the vuvuzela, things to motivate the fans to bring out that atmosphere, that as a chaos atmosphere in football. You understand? Yeah. So that's one of the things. That's why I can never miss an Aqua game. I can never miss Aqua game, no matter what, because of that chaos atmosphere, the joy it gives.
Talking about chaos, what are the security measures you advise the league management company to put in place to ensure that there is no more violence in the Nigerian league games? Because over a couple of months, we've seen violence in 𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗟 versus 𝗣𝗥𝗢 Queens. Bara FC, one game they played that a player was claimed to have been stabbed. A lot of violence everywhere. What are the measures to be put in place? Should there be barricades or an off limit? No matter who you are, you can't get past this side. And something I must point out to is after every game, every match game, you see the home fans always encroaching, always in the pitch, hugging the player. It's not a bad thing to cheer your players, but we watch the Premier League, we watch the Spanish La Liga and co. You don't see fans walking inside the pitch, even media officials. It is only for those that have pass. You don't see fans coming into the pitch, shaking the players, or talking to the away team. How can we stop all of this?
Talking of, that's where the professionalism comes in. In terms of barricade, putting up barricades, I can say barricade it do help, but I can say that it's obsolete now. You know, in the West, you don't see a lot of barricades there. What you see is active policemen and active stewards. You understand? In the game against Bayelsa versus 𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗟 that they fought, I can say that the police there were very reluctant. I was at the game. I watched the game. The police there, the security, they were so reluctant that even when they noticed that, yes, the atmosphere is changing, there's the aggression, there's, you know, they're supposed to have dispersed themselves around the pitch in order to curtail the fans. But they were so reluctant. So my advice to the Nigerian Premier League, even the Nigerian NL, the NWPFL, when you call these security men, You tell them what to do. Tell them that you don't need any chaos here. You really.
These guys are security professionals now. You don't need to advise them on.
No, not in terms of the players. The players, they can find the players if they fight. But I'm really talking about the fans. In order to stop the fans from coming in.
I'm talking about the security personnel. They are professionals. They are trained for this.
They are professionals, but they are being reluctant. They are being reluctant. You know, you can be a professional on this thing, but maybe because you don't value that stuff, you don't really care about that stuff, you just be there. I'm a good promoter of the police. I love the police and I love their work. But if they digress, I will still tell them. You understand? The security, even the stewards, sometimes the stewards they're not really active. You know? So the CSO, the chief security officer, need to caution these people. This is a game. There can be chaos anytime. Try to disburse these policemen. What do you do if you check in the West? The stewards don't even watch the game.
Yeah, they don't.
They reach the fans till the game ends. You know? So, but here even the stewards can sit down and be watching the game. So this is one of the issues. Not about their professionalism. But do you value this work? Do you care for these people's life in order to, you know, secure them well? Value the work. That's where the issue comes in.
Right. So, a final remark on how to get things done and get it better. Let's end with that.
My final remark is that, you know, there are many ways for us to get this done. Let's start from the academies. Let's start from the mentality. See, what we have failed to talk about here here in Nigerian football is mentality. Nigerian players, Nigerian footballers are playing survival football. They are playing, we must win. We have to win at home. If we go away, we will lose. You know, that mentality don't sit right with me. It doesn't sit right with me. If you come with a superior football, a superior mentality, you will win game anywhere, anytime. You know? So mentality has play a huge role. Professional mentality. You don't just call yourself a professional when you don't have that mentality. You see in the West, in Premier League, that even if someone is losing 5-0, they will still be playing as if they score one, they have equalized. You know, that hunger, to do more. This is what I don't see in Nigerian Premier League. Seriously, I don't see in Nigerian Premier League. So our coaches, this one boils down to our coaches. You have to instill this mentality into your boys. I am not here to only win home games.
Yes.
We can win away games. If we go with a superior football, we can win away games. We can dominate anywhere, you know. So, mentality from the coach to the players, one of the main thing, you know, in order to improve our league, academies, structure academies well, provide for them, you know, the players' welfare. You have to pay the players well to do this job. A player cannot finish playing. I don't want to call clubs now. I don't want to call the name of clubs. But a player cannot finish a league match and be looking for what to eat. It's not easy. You can't win any African team with that. I was so ashamed that 𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗟 Zambia came here to win Rivers. It was so appalling. So these are the things we have to put in place: the players' welfare, the academy, the mentality, the professional mentality. You know, all these things is what we have to put in place for Nigerian league to progress.
So I hope the NFF will get to see and watch this video, because
they really need to see.
Day for that to learn and to pick from this video, because we need our league to improve. Our teams get the talent to compete.
The talent is there.
They need a very good and conducive environment to do that. So guys, thank you for sticking to the end of this video, and don't forget to be dropping more and more videos concerning our league and other European leagues. Just stay glued. Click on the notification bell and the subscribe button if you have not subscribed, and click on the notification bell to stay connected to the page and follow for more. Thank you, my guy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.